Hello, everybody. It's a Tuesday. It's Gwen with CraftyLadyDesigns.com. We're going to complete our decorating of our embellishing of our mini that we did on the beauty book. And the paper is just to die for. I love it so. So we finished all this, and we finished our outside with our flowers and our focal point. We put a key on here and just a little array of flowers in the bottom. So we're going to do something to our spine. We are going to do some embellishing inside. And don't forget that we have made our cards, and I have some yellow seam binding that Carol sent me, and I'm not sure. It's right here. Right here it is. Put it in, maybe thread it through our big tags, and they're big tags. I also made little books. These are just little books that fold like so. You can use them as little journaling books and stick them in the front and whatever if you want to. Now we're going to decorate. I cut this out. I don't have there are no chipboard pieces that come with this, and no, uh, I had to move my Kleenex, I couldn't see. There are no chipboard pieces. There are stickers on a couple sticker sheets, and then we're going to use those and put those on chipboard and make some decorative pieces. Uh, for example, uh, this is a not a sticker. There's no sticky on it. I punched it out, and then I cut out some round 2.5-inch circles in gray, because this is a dark charcoal, um, and put it on here. And we're going to use this. We're going to use this on the inside like so, and kind of decorate around that. So we're going to pull these things off and make our own little tags, because that's what we do, and I like to do that. But I've got two sticker sheets that you can get or comes with. I'm not sure. Carol sent them, and here's another sticker sheet. Uh, uh, I'm just looking here. So you can, this is a sticker sheet. This isn't. This is just paper that you just punch out. And you can put them on chipboard and make, so Classic Beauty is the name of our paper. Scrap it out, and it's beautiful paper. The weight is really, hi Margaret Ann, hi honey, hi honey. Hi Dutch ladies here. Uh, I'm reading. So anyway, that's our paper line that we use for our project. Now, if you were here last week and remember that I said we are going to start a journal book. I'm going to show this, a little show and tell before we get into this. If we run out, I don't know how long this will take us today. I want to finish this up today, uh, and we will. So I don't know. We'll finish early or whatever. Um, oh, there's my cup. Oh, did you ever lose something and you've looked every place? It's like trying to remember something at 3 o'clock in the morning. You wake up and you remember. I'm going to show you I made another journal page, and I made this cup. I cut out this cup with a Tim Holtz die cut steel die, covered it with paper, the whole 9 yards, and I was going to stack it on the one I used, and I couldn't find it. Well, I just now picked up my book, and it was stuck on the back of my book. I give up. So anyway, I made a third page. I love the journaling. Hi, Vicky. Or hi, Vicky. Vicky. Hi, Manga. Manga. I can't say that right. I apologize. Hi, Renee. Hi, honey. How are you? Uh, okay, got a nice crowd. So anyway, I want to show you my third page. This is my third journal page. Now, this journal is not like the Delusions Lady and some that Jim is making and whatever. It's a little bit different. I have constantly watched some of these journals, and they're just gorgeous. I mean, but they're all different and they're all done different. So I've kind of developed, I mean, I've just started, but I still kind of developed a way to do the ones I like. They're like a small layout, maybe. So this was the first one we did with coffee. It says free coffee today. This was a Tim Holtz uh, tag. I had a stamp. I stamped these out about 3 levels and made them. And it's got uh, I used stencils with modeling paste. This was the second. I love Halloween. This was a die, a Tim Holtz die. This was a Tim Holtz die. Trick or treat. This paper line, I forget, dear word, somebody. And it says, wishing you a happy Halloween, nevermore, etc. The bats, these are the chipboard bats. They come from Scrappy Dabba Doo. They still have them. Now, this is my last page. Now, I have a Delusion stamp, and I stamped out the flower. I think it's Delusions. I'm just almost sure. Oh, I don't maybe not. I don't know. I had this flower stamp. It had the stems are separate, and then the flowers. I I stamped them. I colored them with uh, not Copic markers, but some kind of markers I have. And forgive me. I've got so much stuff I just don't ever remember. Uh, Oh, the teacup die. It's a Tim Holtz die. It's fairly new. And here's the other cup. And I was going to put it and stack them, but this because there's a slit in here. And there's a slit in there and stack them. Well, I lost it, but that's okay. I like the way it turned out. This is a stamp. I mean, this is a Tim Holtz. Uh, oh my gosh, what is it? I did modeling paste and the dots. I did the modeling paste first and then I did the coffee stain. Now I printed this. It says life is like a cup of tea. It's all in how you make it. Now I printed that off on my computer. I don't know what font it is, but it kind of tied in with the I think the layout. And I did it in a brown, and then I cut it out. I put it on kind of a cream color paper. I stained around it with vintage photo, and then I used uh, a pen. It's a Faber-Castell brush pen, pit pen in dark brown and light brown, and I went around it, and I did the same. Now the coffee cup and the tea bag and there are 2 different teacups. There's this one and there's this one, and they're all on the same die. It's a Tim Holtz die. I'm not sure uh, whether we have it at the store or not. It's a Delusion flower stamp. You have it. Oh, okay, Marion. Thank you, honey. Yeah, I thought it was, and I couldn't remember. I don't know. Uh, oh, they have the die, the tea die. Wonderful. Great. Oh, it's just lovely. Let me get it here. Here it is. It's got both teacups, because this one's a little different shape. It's got the tea bag, and then it's just got one saucer. But I cut out 2 saucers as well, but I don't know why. But I was going to stack them inside each other, and I couldn't find, because it cuts a slit. Like there's a string. I run a little piece of jute and tied it onto the tea bag, and it slips down in because there's a slit here where you could stack them, which would have been cute had I found it. Anyway, it is Timmy Holtz, and I love it. And I fussy cut the flowers and I stamped them. I colored them with a marker. It's not a Copic marker. It's I don't know. It's some markers I had on hand. I think they're Stampin' Ups, but I'm not sure. Covered them, and then I glued them down. I glued all this down with matte medium, Claudine Helmuth's matte medium. Now I don't know whether I have 2 or 3 jars of that I bought, and I don't remember where I even got it. But I don't know if they're still selling that for her. If Tim Holtz and them are still selling that for her, I'm not sure. Is Ashley? Hi, Ashley. Hi, honey. Oh, thank you. You're a sweetheart. So I don't know, but the upshot is I covered all this, and we'll go through this. This background, if you can see, is a print. This is tissue paper. Tim Holtz's tissue paper. We cover it with that first, and then I go over it. I adhere everything down with the matte medium, and then I go all over all of it with matte medium. Now I will say, and I found it very, because when I did the modeling paste, and these are templates, or not templates, whatever they are, I forget. Uh, I would dry them with my heat gun, and then I would like put down the flowers. I glue them on the back and glue them, put glue all over. This whole thing has been, and of course, then I did the edges. Now I did the edges with Vintage Photo. I did the edges with black soot as well on the very edge. Uh, the first coat is some paint. I've got 2 or 3 colors of the paint. Well, I'll show you when we do it, but I was just kind of explaining it. So the abstract, and then the last thing I went all over it with the Claudine Helmuth's matte medium. Took the pen and highlighted around everything to give it some depth, and so I thought I love the teacup. So there are my 3 pages. So we are going to do a page next week. This is the book, the Small Delusions book from Scrap-a-Dab-a-Doo. Hi, very nice. Hi, honey. Glad you're here. And we are doing this next. Yes, Renee, we're going to do this next week. We're going to start a book. This is a small one. You get the books. There are other books. Some use moleskin, and they glue 2 pages together to make it thicker. These are probably a little more expensive. I'm not sure. They're not astronomical. I just am glad I bought the book. I love the pages. I love the. I like the size. They have a bigger one as well, but I like the sturdiness, and it holds the water. It holds the paint. Of course, that's what they're made for. They should. But anyway, so that's my little show and tell, and we're going to start on this next week. I thought it would be fun to do, and we can start us a book and periodically do a page. When we get, we need something to do, and yeah, it's a small creative journal. Thank you, Janny. Hi, Ella. Hi, honey. I missed your show. I fell asleep. Sorry. I took a nap. I've been taking naps. I don't know. Hi, Bunny. Hi, honey. Glad you're here. We got a nice crowd today. I love it. Love, love, love it. Okay. So, and as I thought, we do this, we do that. We've done a lot of tags. We've done a lot of the minis, etc., etc. So then we can periodically do another page, and then maybe by the end of the year or whatever, you would have a pretty little book. I think they're darling. I want to tell you, I've watched them and watched them and watched them, and I know, I'm sure, well, I just broke my, oh, I don't know what to do about that. I just broke my strap. Well, I'll have to make me a strap. It was kind of coming loose. Let me put it up. I've watched and watched, and I think Ashley's done one. Ashley's is different, I believe. And some of them are like Jim does, and they're a high miss. Hi, honey. So they're all kind of different, which is okay. One note, we've frozen twice, and that's before we virtually got started, before I was in broadcasting, because I've had it on for a good while. If we freeze, I'll be right back. Like MacArthur, I shall return. Share here. Hi, Share. Hi, everybody. Got a nice crowd. Okay, so we're going to get started on our little project here. We're going to finish this up, and as I said, here's the front. We're going to do something with the back. I didn't pull any lace, but I think I will. I didn't get a hole put in here in time. To put a hole in here to put a grommet on there or not a grommet, but a jump ring or whatever to hold. You should have already done it. And I have a terrible time because and I can, but then you got to go back in and you've got to cover up so we may not do that. We don't have, as I stated earlier, and for you newbies that have come in, I made these little books last week. I don't know if some of you are even here. These are just little books. Oh, and I did post the cutting guide for uh, the pages for the designer paper that goes. I posted this cutting guide. I did put a note on there. I have it right here. Did you see that? Did you all see that, Margaret Ann? Did you and Janie see that where I posted the cutting guide for the pages? And I put on it the dimensions are suggested for the pages. Pages constructed in the Classic Beauty, many made in the Tuesday class. The measurements included in this guide may not be the same size as your pages. Measure your page location of each section before cutting. For example, for the front, you need to cut 6 4¼ by 4½. Well, basically, yes, that's what you need to do, but you really, before you start cutting up all this paper, measure each section, like the front, the back, both sides of the flap, both sides of the pocket, the belly band, and the little side entry strip. So they're on there. They're on Scrap-A-Dab-A-Doo Crafts. My Facebook, I think. I don't know. I put them on several pages. Okay. Okay. Oh, I'm going to pull this out too. There was not cut aparts per se. There were stickers that we're going to deal with. And we're going to deal with chipboard. And we may add some odds and ends, little teensy flowers. I've got the 6x6 pad. That's virtually just the paper. Now, Carol provided the sticker. There's a sticker sheet, which we'll pull off, put on chipboard, do all this. The only thing is, they're white backgrounds, and I've used kind of a cream color, but that's okay. And then this is just a little extra pull aparts. It's on paper. They're not, you have to glue them down. I've already pulled one off. And of course, there again, back to our little books. We're going to put one on each page. There's 6 books. Don't forget your tags. We're going to thread. I've got some yellow seam binding that Carol sent that matches perfect. Bye, honey. Bye, Sandra. I'm glad you stopped by. All right, hey, thanks for stopping. I appreciate it. And so we're going to thread these as well. Okay, the little books. Now, I've made this. This is one of the little punch outs. I like something on these pockets, on the front of the pocket. This is just a blank page. I like something on the pockets. Of course, we've got, this goes in here like so. The big tags. These are big tags. The cutting guide and the measurements for all this is online as well. So I punched this out. This just punched out. And then I took a die because I didn't have a punch that's a 2½ inch. I do. I have a 2½ inch punch that will not work, that I'm going to take back to whatever. So I did have a die, and I cut out these circles. Now I cut out 4, and I'm going to glue them together because I think I do have a 2½ inch steel die that would cut out chipboard, and the good Lord knows where it is. I have an idea where it is, but I, would have to tour up the room. So I made 4 of these. I'm going to glue them together, and this fits on top, and it props it up a little, and then I'm going to put it on dimensionals as well. So I'm going to start gluing this together. I love this book. I think it's just an awesome little book. And of course, we've made this before. Um, I mean, the pages, we've made these pages before. It's just, they all look different. These are the same pages we made in the Home Sweet Home. And I made another one with the same pattern before we made the Home Sweet Home. I showed that to you, I think, when we started this. I've labeled the classes. Okay, well, that one now, come on, you got to be nice. That's nice. Now, I'm going to put this on here. I'm just going to glue this flat. I'm going to glue this flat on the 2.5-inch circle. I think our focal point here was 2 1/4. So see, I stacked them. I made 4 of them. Now it's thinner chipboard. Wasn't real heavy chipboard. I am going, the new in thing, and I'm sure you, if I can find it, I swear to John, I have some, what did I do with it? Where are you? Where are they? Oh, I gotta get up a minute. Some of this, as we go along, I can't find it. Oh, here it is. The new in thing is, it's funny, wrapping twine. This is a jute type twine. There is wrapping around and just sporadically putting it on your project, which I'm going to do. Be kind of fun. So I'm going to turn this over and I'm going to put a little tape. I'm going to put it along, and then you just kind of put that down, and it just kind of sticks out like so. And then I'm going to stick it down with a dimensional. I don't know if it's all right, but it's, so I'm going to put a dimensional on here. You know how we do, we leave a little edge to stick things under. Maybe I might put a few little baby flowers along here simply because I did on one of the others. Okay, I'm going to build this. I mean, I built this up, and I'm going to put this right in the center, like so. See, there it is with that, and that's kind of the new thing. I've seen it on cards. I've seen, and it's cute. It's real easy. It's very cute. Hi, BJ Crafter. Oh, is Linda? Hi, Linda. Hey, Linda, Mom Scrap. I'm sorry, Linda. I'm back on screen. I'm sorry. So you just put that on and behind it. I built this up, and I think I'm going to run a few little flowers. Yeah, if I get off screen, let me know. I always use Explorer, Ella. Always have. Never had a problem. I've always used Explorer. Well, I'm not saying I never had a problem, but I'm saying, what browser are you using? It's what I always use. I've tried the others before and didn't have any luck with it, especially Chrome. So I'm using, and I apologize. It's probably Ustream. Are you having, hi Dainty Diva, are you having trouble on Chrome? Well, Ella, I've always used it. I mean, maybe you have better luck with the other, but I, I've not had any complaints, quite frankly. So, okay, back to this. I apologize if you're having trouble. It could be Ustream. Um, I'm going to do a few little baby flowers around that. Not a lot. Uh, Google Chrome here. Barry, are you having trouble with Chrome? I tried it a long time and I had trouble with Chrome. I didn't have any luck with it at all. Uh, oh, there's some gray. I'm going to put some little teensy flowers around, some gray and some yellow, and a baby leaf around this focal point on the inside around here. Uh, Couple little leaves. I usually use 3, but I think, what's wrong here? Oh, let's use a couple. You can't put a lot of big flowers like we do on the front. I've got these little baby leaves. I use a couple of those. And then I got some little gray roses and some yellow. I'll open those up here in a minute. Okay. My heat gun. Love the flowers. So I start by sticking these like kind of under that. I'll show you here in just a minute when I get these down. When I prop those up with dimensionals, that's so I can stick things underneath. Gwen, understand about explore. What's there to understand about? I don't. That's just what I've always used. I don't know. I mean, I don't. Uh, yeah, well, I've always used it, and I basically, quite frankly, I haven't had a lot. I'm not saying I've never had a problem. Certainly have. We all have. I tried Chrome a long time ago. I don't have any of the others even loaded on my computer. I've just always Microsoft is coming out with a new search engine. They are going to get rid of Explorer, and I talked to them about this, or not them. I talked to a guy at Best Buy about this, and I forget what it's going to be called. It's a search engine, but it's going to be completely different. Take that for what it's worth. And I forget what he said it was going to be called. I think it's going to be the end of the year before they come out with it. Okay, so we have the 2 little leaves on there. I am going to run. Oh, wait a minute. Let me pull this back up. I'm going to run. I didn't. Let's see. Some little baby roses, the little teensies, which I love. They're kind of a beigey color. My paper is kind of a beigey color. Now I can't put great big displays on here because, it's sticking out, but we've got room to, and where are, oh, this time, a couple of them on here. I've got a piece. Can you see me? Can you see me now? Can you see me now? Everyone is having a great day. Hi, Heather. Hi, honey. I didn't see you. Thank you, Heather. We've had so much rain. Oh my, it's just, it really, okay. I'm going to put these diamond and I'm going to put these baby roses. So I want to make another little cluster of them. So I just put glue across. I'm frozen. We're frozen.